I'm jumping on to share a little bit about what I've been up to today. I help battle-weary women heal deep wounds, reclaim their personal power, and unlock God-given destiny through intuitive, spirit-led heart healing. Heart healing is a bit of a new concept. It was for me anyway. And so I've been pondering what I can do to expand and expound a little bit more about what heart healing is all about. So today I wrote an article, and it's on Medium, and it's on my pages and my group, the Redemption Mamas Emotional Heart Healing Group, that I want to just start unpacking a whole lot more about what this journey, this heart healing journey, is all about. So for me, it started back in my 40s. I'm 60 something now. And at that time, my life really hit a big snag. Things were starting to get quite challenging. I'd had 5 children. That was a challenge in its own. My marriage was really struggling. I was emotionally and mentally not coping with a lot of stuff. And I could tell that I was on an emotional roller coaster ride, but I had no idea how to stop it. I had no idea how to get off. I could tell I was being triggered and things were having me react rather than respond, but I didn't know what to do about it. And I really wanted to get some control back in my life, and I wanted to be able to, just live in a more balanced, stable kind of way. But I just did not know how to do it. All that had been modeled to me was like, suppress your emotions, ignore them, they'll go away, everything will be all right, just push through. Well, pushing through was not working for me. It was not cutting it, and I was pretty desperate. So today, as I was writing an article, I came across a poem by Maya Angelou, and I found her work to be incredibly inspiring and encouraging. And for me, this poem just sums it up in such a beautiful, beautiful way. So I'd love to read it to you. So I will just, zip back to the beginning. Beep, 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 beep. So it's called The Caged Bird by Maya Angelou. And for me, this explains a bit about my heart healing journey. So I'm just going to do my best to make sure I time all of these pieces right. Let's see how we go. The Caged Bird by Maya Angelou. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends, and dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on the bright lawn. He names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. That poem for me was so incredibly connecting with how my journey had been, the journey of just feeling longing for freedom from the emotional turmoil, the emotional chaos, freedom from, the struggles and the turmoil that I experienced. And I did not know how to get out of this mess that I seemed to find myself in. So for me, a heart healing journey opened up, and I embarked on the journey of really starting to explore what was in my heart. Out of the heart flow the issues of life. It's in our heart that we carry the pain, we carry the wounds, we carry the hurts, we carry the disappointments, we carry the joy, we carry the excitement. But it's really difficult when those other dark, difficult things are overshadowing the joy and the peace and the hope that I had lost. And like the caged bird, I was crying out for freedom. I felt like a caged bird. To me, that was such a powerful analogy that I was stuck in this place that felt like I was caged, I was trapped. And all the while, I was longing to know how to get free. So I'm so grateful for the years that I spent on my own journey, exploring the heart healing journey and what it means to bring healing to those places in my heart that I carried the wounds, I carried the hurts, I carried the disappointments. I thought for so long that it was just who I was, and I had to learn to live with it, to live around it, like walking on eggshells. But today I'm so, so, so grateful that that's the past and it's just done and dusted. It's finished. And bringing healing into those places is such a freeing and releasing thing that it's enabled me to now walk alongside of women and journey with them, mentoring them and encouraging them in their own heart healing journey. And that is just so sweet, so precious. It's such an honor to be invited into that space for others to trust me that perhaps I can help them unpack some of their feelings of being caged and trapped. So as I step into the new year, I have some plans. I'm going to get back into doing the free workshops in Australia, be Friday morning. In the US, it'd be Thursday evening. And I was running them last year for about an hour or so, and just helping to bring understanding into what heart healing was, what it looked like, what it meant. And then many times there were opportunities to just invite someone in to experience that. And that was a really powerful way to bring clarity to what heart healing is. When we walk through life with a broken wing or a broken leg or a broken heart, we're just not able to live free, excuse me, and fully. Like, for me, was so hungry. I desired that so much. So I want to start bringing some of the strategies out that I've used over the years, things that have really helped me. One of them is most nights I try and finish my day with a chamomile tea, because chamomile tea is beautifully relaxing and I find it quite therapeutic, thanks to my friend Janine. Cheers, Janine, who got me onto chamomile tea. And my beautiful friend Karen, who bought me this lovely, gorgeous tea set, which is so dear and precious. I make sure that each night, most nights, I sit and make myself a chamomile tea, and I bring myself to reflect on the day, because it's scary how fast days go by and how sometimes days, weeks, months have gone by and you haven't spent time really thinking about, well, where am I? What's happening? Am I progressing? Am I just, holding my ground, or am I even worse, going backwards? And so most nights I'll sit, it's only a couple of minutes, and I spend some time just reflecting on the day. I've got a journal that I write in, and sometimes I'll write my reflections, other times I'll just sit and ponder. And as I do that, I just can invite a beautiful presence of the Holy Spirit into my space, into my atmosphere. And it's just been so powerful of a tool, which has been, whoops, that's Gracie choking on a bone, which has just been transformational for me. 5 minutes a day can help me really get reset for the next day. So these are just one of the tools that I use. A bit of chamomile tea at the end of my day, and it really relaxes me for a good night's sleep as well. It's amazing how we bring the physical, we bring the mental, we bring the emotional, we bring the spiritual into this heart healing journey. And these pieces of the jigsaw puzzle just fit together so beautifully and so powerfully. Bringing the freedom, bringing the empowering, bringing the transformation that we want in our lives. I wish that I had sought this out so much sooner, but before maybe I was 40-ish, early 40s, before my life really unraveled to a point that I had to take action. I had to find some help. And I tried therapists, and I tried a counselor, and I tried psychologists. And while that brought me some freedom, it wasn't until I started on the heart healing journey that, wow, freedom I found was transformational. So that's what I do. That's what I mentor women and come alongside of them in their journey. I don't tell people what to do. You don't need to tell people what to do, because our heart, when it's open and when we can really connect with it and listen to that still small voice within, it's absolutely stunning what you can hear and how it can reveal to you the things that deep down often we know we either need to do or change or bring healing to, but we just don't know how. And I didn't know how either. So I'm so grateful for the opportunities I've had over the last 20 years to grow alongside with others and grow in my own walk. And now I'm so blessed to be able to walk with other women. So I've been doing this online, started back in the day face to face, because obviously online was just not even something I knew. But now, of course, it's really remarkable, this online tool that we have. And so I work on Zoom with ladies, with women, only with the women, because I feel like that's my calling to work alongside of women. And I love that kindred spirit that develops, and the friendships that I have now of women around the world, which is just, so sweet. So, look out for my article on Medium. It's in my different social media places that just shares why I chose the heart healing journey. And I would love to share more with you down the line. So take care. Have a good evening if you're in Australia. Have a good day if you're in the US, and take care. God bless.